Good morning, guys. Ghost Raven here. Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines 2. But before we jump in, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel and you'll get more daily videos like this. Cool, let's jump straight into it. So this is our train station that we put in the last episode, and we have quite a few people using it actually. And you can see our new citizens are arriving in the city and they are making their way to their new homes. So it's pretty cool. And then let's just have an overview and see what's happening in our city. So we have rail in, as I said at the last episode, train station. We also put in a cargo terminal, and we put in a hospital, and we actually did quite a lot last episode. So I was thinking I want to expand out on this territory. I'd like to expand out on this territory, and possibly as well I'd like to put in either our first airport or our first shipping lanes and passenger. So I haven't really played with the harbors and stuff before, so we're going to learn how the harbors work together. Yeah, so pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to just paint in a few more industrial. Our employment rate is actually doing okay, 1.5%, but there was a little bit of demand, so I just killed that demand and just added a little bit more industrial. And we are going to want to start expanding out on our citizens, but before we do that, we want to maybe bring in an airport. So I'm going to zoom right out, and I'm going to see where the best position is, because I was thinking maybe of putting the airport down on this side, maybe over here, but I'm a little bit worried about the noise pollution. The industrial pollution at least. So you can see the industrial pollution the air pollution is going that way. So if I put in an airport over here, it shouldn't be affected by the pollution. We don't have to worry about the sound, and we're not going to have to worry about the water. So we do actually have quite a lot of space to put in an airport over here. So I think I'm going to do that. So let's just purchase the tiles that we need. So I think I'm going to do these 6 for now. And I think we need to bring our prison in as well. So I'm going to maybe just unnecessarily purchase a few extra. We have the money, so why not? Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to look at extending out this highway. But this highway doesn't seem to be 100% straight from the last time I checked. So this is, it's using the wrong tool, wrong road tool. So if we have a look here, we've got only we should have a 168 distance. So we do there. We do kind of there as well, but it's just because it's breaking because of but this should also be 168, so it is. So this should be 168, it is. So what I'm going to want to do is probably come off a little bit further. So let's just build in another few more grids here. Just use it to measure our way up, and then we can see how it goes from there. Okay, so 360, let's do 480. We won't use it, but I just want to mark out the space, and I just want to make sure that this is still okay. 168 seems to be okay. So I'm just going to go 168, and then that should join up with that, and then that should be 168. It is okay, so it actually works out fine. So I'm going to extend this highway out a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to just draw in a few more blocks. I'm going to go at 480 again. I think that's going to be more than enough. And then I just want to keep the first, maybe not on that intersection over there, because the airport does require if you put in a cargo terminal, it will require a train station. So okay, that should be okay. It leaves us enough space to be able to push out what we need. Okay, so let's grab the airport. So that's under our, and we've got access to the small airport. So I'm sorry guys, I'm just going to push it out as much as I can. So let me just push this grid out a little bit more. And we've just reached our next milestone. So we only want to go out to 40. There we go, like that. Okay, perfect. And then we want to add our airport in. So we're going to say our airport, and we're going to select it. And I want to leave enough space for the train or the cargo terminal, because the cargo terminal will be on the left hand side as we're looking at it now. Okay, so airport is in. We have additional upgrade facilities. We can put in a business lounge. It's 5% attractiveness to the city worldwide. We can add storage space for cargo, which is the cargo terminal, which I've been talking about, and then the airport services, so small shops and restaurants. Okay, so we don't have an off-ramp or anything here. So I want to just, this is where we are going to build it. So I want to just go out, make sure I'm not doing anything weird. Just want to go out another 168 and just go out 240. Okay. And then that should give us enough space to put on our interchange. So I'm going to increase the height of the road, and we'll do it here. So we're going to go, let's just turn the snapping guides back on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't think I have to worry too much about the one-ways here, but I'm going to do it just for keepsake. Consistency, so it's the same as everywhere else. I'm going to put grass in. I don't think I'm going to need it, but I'm going to add it in anyways. So I am going to add some commercial. I want to probably put in a metro station, or maybe even bring a train station here, and then we can ferry people from here, from the airport. Okay, so let's just carry on building this intersection. Let's just finish that off first. So we know we don't want to go parallel tool. We just want to go to 1. I'm just going to quickly do the off ramp and the on ramp. Oh, that's absolutely terrible. I'm going to bring it out from where the road splits. They're perfect. Okay. Nice long roads. So if it does get busy, people can use it to get on and off the highway. So our maintenance trucks first coming in there. So we do have a little bit of life. Okay, and then now that we have that intersection in, we have the airport in. So what we want to do is I want to just pause the simulation here. And this is where we're going to set up our first passenger aeroplane routes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terminals. I don't think we're going to need to be able to use any of those. So our first air is over there. Okay, and our second air is on the other side of the map over there. Okay, so we're going to go to our planes. We're going to say, cool. It's going to be free. You want to come to our city, you can fly here absolutely free of charge. We're going to have a red line, and we're going to have, well, let's just actually just change the ticket price as well. We're going to have a yellow line and a red line. Okay, so that's people being able to fly in. So what's nice about being able to add in the, see, nobody can actually get off the highway intersection here, so we want to add some on and off ramps over there. But for now, we're okay. Okay, so we have the bus station, and that allows people to come in and out of the city. Obviously, tourists to come in and out of the city, as well as the train station. But what it also allows is the ability for people that are homeless to be able to leave the city if they can't find work or if they can't find a house. So the more options you give available, the less problems you're going to have with homelessness in the city. So create the external routes, let people be able to get out of here. You can see there are how many passengers waiting. Okay, so there's 4 passengers waiting at the train station to leave, and there's going to be a few people arriving. But we haven't got a lot of residential buildings coming in, or a lot of residential construction at the moment, so it's going to be quite slow going for the moment. But we're just trying to get our airport up and running. Okay, so this highway is braking for the moment, so I just want to just fix that so that our maintenance trucks can maintain that if we want to. I'll probably will add in a little bit more road infrastructure over here, and we have our first airplanes arriving, guys. There we go. We've only got 1 passenger in that one, and we've got no passengers in that one, but we have our first airplanes. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's spend a little bit of money, upgrade that. We're going to upgrade at a cargo terminal, and we're going to add sorry, what was the other upgrade? We're going to upgrade the business lounge. We've got a beautiful business lounge over here, and now we have a cargo terminal as well. So that allows us to, obviously we've got a train track there, but that allows us to be able to bring cargo into the city, which is, I mean, not cargo into the city, but cargo from the airport directly here. We can train it all the way from there, all the way to our train cargo terminal on that side. Okay, so that's cool. So we've got a bus station in and we've got people coming in. So let's create the cargo routes now that we have added the cargo part to it. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pause the simulation again and I'm going to set the cargo routes, one to that side and one to that side. Okay, and the cargo, I'm not too concerned about the color, so we can actually probably just leave it at that color. And we don't have, there's no particular pricing or anything we have to worry about, just the number of assigned vehicles. It's fine. We've got more than enough vehicles. So now we have cargo. So there's our passenger planes coming in. So let's just have a look. We've got 5 passengers arriving there. I can't click on the plane. No. I still can't click on the plane. That's easier just if you pause the simulation, then you can just select the plane. 7 passengers. Okay, so we've got 12 passengers coming in. A massive airport for 12 passengers. Not great, but at least it's something. Okay, we should have the cargo planes starting to make their routes in as well. Got 2 of those coming in. I think that might be one of our planes. One of our cargo planes coming in. It is. Look at that. Jeep is making quite a steep approach to the airport. That's a little bit crazy. Crazy pilot. There's another one of our cargo planes taking off. One that's coming in for landing. Just doing a circle and coming in for landing. Oh, nice. Good landing, dude. Your flying is something to be spoken about, but your landing was pretty good. So, alright, cool. So here's our first cargo plane. Obviously, we have no cargo yet because it hasn't really been set up. And now we've got passenger planes and we've got cargo planes. As soon as we do get our first cargo, you'll see because we don't have the train tracks hooked up, we will be getting we'll be getting trucks coming in and out of here to be able to transport the supplies that come in from the airplanes. Okay, cool. So let's just speed up the simulation again. Actually, I'd like to have some cargo, but I'm not too worried about it now. Okay, we need to hook up the train track. So the train track is quite far away from where we currently are. So I'm going to run it under the city like we did in the previous episode. So I'm going to go down to, and then you can see our train track is there. And I'm going to run it center of the road all the way through. There you go. Okay, so this one, we are probably going to come out here. So in the center, I'm just going to do that for now. And then like we did in the past, I'm going to create ways for it to be able to go off in both directions. We don't need it to go off in this direction now, but we will at a later stage. Okay, so that needs to go underground and that needs to hook up with our train track. And obviously there's no ways that a train's going to be able to turn at that corner. So we want to create a nice smooth bend. Like that. Vice versa, if we want to, he can turn off the other side as well. Okay, so that's hooked in. It's not hooked in on this side, so let's just do that. And this also allows us the train track to go out in that direction. So I mean, we can put in another train station over here if we want to, a smaller one. Just adding more infrastructure. Okay, so now we want to be able to hook that up to this, right? So hopefully I can just go from that point and I'll create a nice smooth turn. the same for that direction. Nice smooth turn. Perfect. Okay, so now what we want to do is I want to come above ground and hook into the train track. Okay. So we have train lines in. And they should be able to send a train all the way through. A train will be able to get out from there, be able to split off here if it needs to, go to the thing, the cargo terminal. Okay, so let's add another train to the cargo terminal. So I'm going to use, which one is the busiest? Okay, so we've got a brown line and we've got, okay, so we want to go trains, guys. Okay, so we've got the brown line and we've got the green line. So the brown line is not being used as much as the green line. And I don't need a lot of trains coming from the airport. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just choose the cargo again. I'm going to use the same one for there. And I'm going to say, I want you to go and fetch, please. Oh, there's two. There's two cargo terminals from there. Okay. And because we now got the third one, and it's such a weird color. Okay, so I want to make this so that we know that it's the airport. So what's a good color for the airport? I think we haven't really used like a light blue. Okay, so the blue will be the airport train. Okay, and it's got one assigned vehicle, which is fine. So there's our airport train. Okay, so let's see it take its way all the way out to the airport. It's going underground. Our split off is working nicely. Perfectly under the ground. Our train's coming in. Let's just see if our corners and stuff are okay here. So it seems to be okay. He's able to go off, come out, and just like that, he has come into the airport. Nice. Okay, so we do have a little bit of resources and stuff at the airport that's arrived. So we do have a little bit of cargo. Fantastic. So there's our airport, guys. Quite beautiful. Such a pretty asset. Not very busy at the moment, but when we have more people arriving, hopefully we've got some cargo coming in here. Yeah, we've got lots of cargo arriving. So that train, next time it comes, it should come and fetch some of this cargo. Let's just see where that train is. Okay, it's got no cargo on it, so we're not exporting anything out. Would it be nice if it was above the road, to be honest? So I just want to see if the cargo train picks up some cargo. Let's see if it's actually working. No. So it's twice now that it's come and gone, and it hasn't picked up anything or taken anything. Maybe we don't need anything taken and ferried away from there. Okay, cool. So let's worry about, I want to put in a North American taxi stop. So where's the main entrance of the airport? It's there. So we have quite a long section of road here. So I'd like to do that. So I'm going to put in a taxi stop over there. And I'm going to put in a North American bus stop over there. So that people can walk out of the building and they can either catch a taxi or they can catch a bus. Okay, so let's hook up the next bus route. So I'm going to go to the bus station, which is all the way on the side. Okay, so we're going to see what terminals and stuff we're using, what we have available. So in our bus route, we're going to go, I'm just going to pause the simulation because I'm also going to make that trip free. So platform 3 is available. So platform 3, please take us all the way to the airport. Well, I can't click on it. There it is over there. And bring it all the way back. It was that one. Cool. Okay, so we're going to go buses. This is the new one. So ticket price, we don't need 7 vehicles, that's for sure. But 4 is probably too much anyways. But we'll just do 4 for now. And because it's the airport and we had that funny nice blue color, so although it's quite close to one of the other similar colors I've got here, so let's try something a little bit different. Maybe the airport will be a bright pink. Haven't used that color before. Okay, so now we've got airport buses. There's not many people using it at the moment, so we will have to increase the capacity and have more buses, and maybe even put in a train station or even put in a metro station to ferry the number of people. Or maybe we say that for the metro airport. But we'll just have a look. We'll see what that bus route is doing, how it's doing. At the moment, there's nobody using it. There's nobody really using the airport, even though it's completely free. Guys have no idea what they're missing out on. Okay, so I was having a look at our taxi. It looks like our taxi needs to have a little bit of an upgrade as well. We are currently using 40 out of 40 vehicles, and we have quite a lot of space to play with here. So I'm just going to add in a few more of these depots, that allows us to have more taxis in your fleet. And maybe we must look at maybe bringing in a second one as well. So I don't know why it wouldn't let me join it up there. Okay, so it's letting me join it up there. It's fine. Okay, I'm just going to play. So now we can add in, I want to add in another 6 actually. So it's taken off a fleet from 40 to 70. And then this should give me enough space if I want to run another 2 rows at the back. So I just need to run this road at the back here. Okay. And that should allow me to put in more over there, all along over there, and all along there if I need it. So I'm not gonna do it for now. How are we doing on buses? We're only using 16 out of the 35s. That's fine. How are we doing on the light rail? We're using everything in use. Let's just see what the use is of that light rail. So let's go to the tram lines. So we're at 98% on the red line. That line is quite full. That's not great. Okay, so let's have a look. 98%. That's just the one that's going around the center of the town. So we are going to probably need to upgrade to metro and replace the tram with metro so people can move around. A lot more people, a lot quicker. And we might have to worry about that next episode. But now that we have an airport in, and we've got quite a lot of people, here we go. Quite a lot of people using the bus station. And the airport, we don't have anybody using it at the moment. Okay, but we do have it in place. So, and we have a bus station, and we have the taxi stop as well. So let's just see, there are people waiting. 25 passengers waiting. So it is already being used. Only 2%. Since only 7 passengers they've used it so far. That's because the first bus hasn't really arrived yet. And we do want to upgrade this so that we can have an on-ramp and off-ramp over here. So not reliant on just that one to keep us going. There you go. Removing the traffic lights and the pedestrian crossings. Not that I need to, because it's not going to be busy at all. The only reason why I do that is it helps with the flow of traffic. So it keeps the traffic from flowing nicely, especially when the intersections get really, really, really busy. But as you can see, we're not busy at all. So, okay. And then I think we want to look at the water upgrade because we had such a problem the last time. I don't want to run into problems again. So we do have another water treatment plant, and we do have plenty of space, so I'm going to just run one along here. Okay, and what I am going to do is I am going to upgrade it with the different facilities. Okay, and that gives our waste treatment a bit of a buff. And then we have unlocked the advanced water pumping station, so I want to use that in all its glory. So pump water directly out of the river. I just want to make sure that I leave enough space behind the power station so I can increase capacity if I need to. And then we just need to run a service road from this building onto the main street. There you go. I'm going to leave the pedestrian crossing there. And that gives us huge capacity when it comes to water now. Okay, amazing. So we've got the water in, we've got the sewage in, we've upgraded. How's our recycling doing? Our recycling's managing, looking good. We have no more recycling problems. How's our road infrastructure looking? We are probably going to need to put in a little bit more love on that side. So let's add another one over here, I think. And I'm going to upgrade that. We do have a lot of road networks, and we need to have a lot of laid out road that we're not using. So those vehicles still have to go through and maintain those vehicles, and we're all still paying for those roads. So it does cost us a pretty penny. But I really don't mind. Okay, so we don't need to worry about trash. We don't need to worry about power at the moment. We are exporting power. Okay, cool. So we have the bus lane, and the bus lane is now being used. It's now 14%. That's good. See, coming back to he's actually coming out to the airport. Let's watch him. I don't know how many people are waiting. Like a few. There's more people waiting for taxis. Okay, so there you go. So where they're walking to, they are walking into the airport. So that's the entrance over there. There's actually a few entrances that they can walk in. But look at all of its glory. Cool, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. We did accomplish quite a lot today. We have put in an airport. We did put in the cargo terminal. We do have a few passengers using it. We don't have a lot of residential growth at the moment because we are stifling a little bit. I'm just trying to limit the number of people moving into the city. We don't need a lot of people in the city. We're making more than enough money. We've got cargo coming in now. Although it doesn't seem like that cargo station, that cargo train line was working. But let's actually have a look. It's at 0%, so I don't know why it's not picking up any cargo. Maybe there's not enough there to warrant a train using it. Maybe when it gets busier later. Okay, so please like and subscribe, and you'll get more daily videos like this. And I hope you have a good day, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.